So in my previous video we have spoken of the Ed Games Ultimate Pinball Machine. It's like a smaller form factor when it comes to virtual pinball, but what I like about this machine that it looks nice, it's a quality product and it's very affordable. Okay, so I reviewed also, and that was one of my first reviews regarding virtual pinball, and a special video of course for me personally. But the 4K machine that I have in my own collection, and it is so much fun to play on. It's freaking expensive. It has a 4K display, so if you're interested in stuff like that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, because I have a full review about multiple devices. But besides that it is smaller and expensive, we're having also 4K machines you can basically buy from resellers. Here in my country, we're having a reseller sells this awesome 42-inch 4K display of a mean machine. It's just a full-size wide body, so this thing is just a completely different experience when it comes to these smaller devices. But it's around for up to 5K if you want to buy one, so it's not cheap. So a couple of days ago I received an email from Sharpin that he is going to make a new product. At first I was thinking it's going to be a new, maybe bar top virtual pinball Android device, but no, he completely surprised me because he is going to make a full-size 42-inch 4K machine. So you know what that means? It's time for a message from the future. But okay, so let's take a close look at the version that we're having. Before we're going to do a deep dive in this, I just want to give you also a quick recap of the 4K wide body pinball machine that I've reviewed, because I think that is very similar that he is going to sell. And the reason why I'm saying he is going to sell it, because he is going to make these machines just completely out of scratch. And the machine that you can buy, for example with my local store, they're just imported from China, and in the end they also modded with some minor tweaks like a new PC. Because the original software is kind of crappy with these Chinese pinball machines, take that in consideration. And so far I know that the Chinese machines, and it also includes with some other machines you can build yourself, we're having a triple display. So that means the LCD is a back box. When we're changing out with different pinball machines, it will change out this too. Then we're having also the DMD, like the scores and how much players you're having. So this will all be displayed in the second. And of course we're having the main display that will be a 42-inch in this Chinese cabinet, but also we're having some awesome options when it comes to Sharpen. What I do like about it, for every budget there is a way you can play, and that's the thing that you're going to get with the Sharpened Pinball. It will not exactly look like this, but it will get close, but in the end he will try to make more like a one-on-one pinball experience with the same measurements when it comes to the cabinet. Okay, so the first one will be the Sharpened King. So this one is $17.99 at the moment and will be $2,000 when this machine will be released. Okay, so this one comes with a 42-inch Full HD display and it has a 22-inch back box. It will be based on the Sharpen, so basically that's the same mainboard that you can find in the tiny version like the bar top. And this is more like the first step in cabinet. Take consideration that with this machine it's highly possible they can always upgrade it in the future with a PC if you want to. But take in consideration that this device is more like a concept here on the picture. This is not the final product. But I think it looks kind of nice, and I'm guessing that the DMD will be maybe in different position, like between the speakers, like the other version I haven't seen from China, and we're going to get where the pinball decal is, we're going to get maybe an LCD display. That is something we need to check out when the product finally comes out, or we will release some more pictures. Okay, so next up we're having the Sharpened King PC, and this thing is really interesting in my opinion, and the reason why, so to begin with, this thing comes also with a 42-inch Full HD, not 4K. It has a 22-inch back box, and then we're having a 10-inch DMD. So the DMD was not with the Android version, that is only with the PC version. So it will be combined with a gaming PC that will be an AMD Ryzen and with a GTX 1050 Ti. The virtual pinball machine so is powerful enough in combination with this setup for 1080p. So I can say if you want to play some games now and in the future, it's future proof. And you can enjoy some virtual pinball games for a very long time. So that brings me to the Sharpened King 4K. This is the same machine, only this is just more like the ultimate machine. Think about the Sharpen Ultra, seriously. Because you're going to get some same specs, like we're having a 42-inch, but this time it's in a 4K display. We're having a DMD again, the same back box, but we're going to get a more powerful PC. Yeah, so because this is what we're going to need for a 4K resolution and some pinball. Then we're having the Sharpin King 4K, the pre-order, and I can say that this thing is cheaper than the one I've seen with the store. It depends of course what kind of feature it has. That is something you need to take consideration. I don't know if this thing will have haptic feedback or a plunger. Some specs are the same, but you're going to get a way more powerful PC inside, and because we're going to need it with 4K resolution. And that's something you need to take consideration when you're having a virtual pinball machine. The PC that goes inside this is very expensive as I'm making this video, and that is a very big chunk of the cost of making this. So guys, this is what you're going to get with the Sharpin. I want to let you know just that there is some new development coming up. So in the end, virtual pinball can be very affordable for everybody to play and to enjoy. And I think that is just pretty cool. Therefore, I wanted to make this video for you guys. I just wanted to give you a heads up of an affordable maybe way for you to enjoy some virtual pinball machines. Because in the end, if you want to buy a smaller one or you want to buy a big one like this one, the white body, you need to spend 4,000 or 5,000 euros on the machine to get it running. Maybe you can make it yourself, but still it's very expensive, and Sharpin can offer you a great way. I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit the little bell, become one of the Wicked family. And if you're interested in more products, I have a gigantic playlist regarding to only virtual pinball. So you do a deep dive, and I will see you in the next video.